guys, welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do something a little different this time around. And you're probably wondering, if you've at least been watching my channel for a little bit, what's going on with this guy. Well, for 2020, I'm trying a bunch of new planners this year, and it just didn't feel right to have my old academic year passion planner with all these shiny new planners that all start in January and are all a full year. And so I was like, you know what, as much as I love my hardcover red passion planner, it just makes more sense to keep everything organized, having everything start at the same time. So I decided to try out a new 2020 passion planner. So I thought it'd be fun to show you how I set my planners up. And if you're new to planning, I know how daunting it can feel to hold a brand new passion planner in your hands and just not quite know what to do with it. You're so excited to get it, and now that you have it, you're feeling a little overwhelmed. Well, I'm hoping I can help. I've been using Passion Planner for 5 or 6 years now. I don't even know how long. And it's definitely a tool that's helped me achieve so many goals, and it's definitely part of my daily routine, and I don't know where my life would be without this. I can tell you that right now. So if you're new to the Passion Planner, welcome to the Pash Fam. You're gonna love it here. First things first, I highly, highly, highly suggest, if you're on social media, to check out the Passion Planner groups on Facebook. There's a really big one called Passion Planner Chat Forum. It's a wonderful group. There's, I want to say like 15,000 people. I could be way overblowing how many people are there. But there's a lot of people there, all use Passion Planner, and they're all so friendly and helpful and nice, and they'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And then, not to toot my own horn, but I have the Chelsea Brown Designs Pash Fam Facebook group. I would check that out if you want to, hang out with more of my crowd. They're pretty awesome as well, and they'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And the nice part is, since it is a little bit smaller, it's not as overwhelming. I also suggest checking out the hashtag PashFam on Instagram for inspirational layouts and how to use your planner. I'm gonna say tread with caution. It's definitely a black hole, and it might make you feel even more overwhelmed than you were before. So throwing that out there. So let's go ahead and talk about this guy. This is the medium size forest green Passion Planner 2020 Monday Start. I'm a Monday Start gal, and I know that's a little weird for people, and I'm not sorry about it. So as far as the medium size goes, I was definitely a large size Passion Planner person before Passion Planner switched everything up on us and only offered us the medium size. So I said, okay, team medium, and I gave medium a shot, and now I love the medium size. I definitely could go up back to the larger size. This just fits so nicely on my desk, and it honestly fits well with the other planners that I'm using for this year. So I'm definitely sticking with the medium. As far as the small's just too small for me. I can't do it. I can't write that small. It's too tiny. I can't do it. For those of you who do love the small size, I don't know how you do it. You guys are magicians. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about, you have your planner, now what? First things first. You need your planner accessories. I'm gonna give some suggestions. To be honest, all you need is a good pen. My favorite is this Pilot G2 in the 0.38 size. Love this pen. I also have another video going over every single pen, all the pen options. The Passion Planner has amazing paper. It's the best paper of all the planners. I'm going to give it that award right now. It can take any pen except for one. And the only pen it cannot take is a Sharpie marker. So there's the markers, and then there's the Sharpie pens. So if you have the Sharpie pen, focus, there we go. This guy works just fine, and this is actually a Pash Fam favorite. But if you have like the classic Sharpie marker, I know I have one in my stack somewhere. Like, there's the fine tip of these guys. This is gonna bleed. It's gonna bleed in anything, everywhere, any planner, always. So don't use this, use the pen. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. As far as accessories goes, pens, gotta have a good pen. That's just priority numero uno. Next, if you want to add some color, highlighters are always fun. One of the planner favorites are these mild liners. You can get them on Amazon, which will be linked in the video description. Or my second favorite place to get pens is called jetpens.com. They have pen sample packs that you can purchase, and you can try a bunch of different pens without having, you know, to like go and buy 10 5-packs of pens to try them out. So I love that. I also suggest getting a ruler. If you are nervous about messing up, I suggest getting a pencil and a nice eraser. I use pencil and eraser all the time in my planner, and I've been using my planner for 6 years. So don't be ashamed to use a pencil. Also, if you don't want to use a pencil and you still want color and you're still afraid of messing up, these friction pens are amazing. They're like a ballpoint gel, and they erase. So that's really handy. I will say though, if you leave your planner in the car and you live in a place that gets really hot, heat makes the ink erase. So supposedly you can put your planner back in like a freezer or something and it'll all come back, but that's my warning. Another thing you might want to pick up is some whiteout tape. I prefer the like little tape kind, not the stuff that's in the little bottle, because this is nice and smooth and it's easy to like write over once you like lay it out. So that's my suggestion. This is the Tombow kind and I love it. You also might want a pair of scissors, some sticky notes. I like the little like small rectangle guys, and I also am obsessed with these little page flags. So I use these all the time in my planner. Now, some weird Chelsea one-offs that you're gonna thank me for later, and you're not gonna know what they are until I tell you what they are, is first things first. This is the Slice precision cutter. It has this tiny little ceramic blade, and I use it for trimming washi tape when I'm decorating my planner spreads. If you're not gonna be a decorator, then you probably don't need this, but you're gonna want it anyways because it's just nifty. And then second is this silhouette spatula, and you'll see me use it in every single one of my Plan With Me videos. I use it to help place stickers. It's also good for cutting washi as well, and it's really just such a handy tool. You'll thank me later. So pick one of those up. Of course, it's all in a little caddy. I think I got this caddy from Target. I honestly think it was a makeup caddy, and I was like, that's gonna be really good for pens. And so that's what I turned it into. Okay, so you got your accessories, you got your pens. Let's do a quick little shout about stickers, and then I will show you the Passion Roadmap and how to fill that out, and then just how to start planning in general. So one thing I like to do, and it's just because I like to avoid filling this out until it's like absolutely necessary. That's just the kind of like goal planner I am. I'm gonna fill everything in, and then I'm gonna plan my goals at the end. So one thing I love about Passion Planner is that they have all these blank pages in the back. So it's awesome if you're like a bullet journal or an artist or anything like that. You know, you can make all the charts and all the graphs and track all the tracking with these back pages, but sometimes you know, like, I mean, I am a creative person, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to draw everything out. So one thing I do, and this might be a little self-promotion-y, but I'm gonna do it anyways, is I like to do these back page stickers in my planner. So if you don't know me, again, hi, I'm Chelsea. I make planner stickers. There's a sticker in here that doesn't belong though. And more specifically, I make planner stickers for the Passion Planner. So these are some of my back page stickers that I like to use in my Passion Planner for the year to just help keep me on track and make my planner more fun and make it more for me in my life. It's my planner and it should be about what I want. And I'm not going to take the time to draw it all out. I don't have time for that. So first thing I'm going to do is one of my favorite trackers. It is the Memories tracker. This one's obviously for 2020. And it has every month broken out, and what I like to do is I like to write the little events that happen throughout the month, and then I have my little HP Sprocket, which is a little photo printer, and I will put a little picture that goes with the events, and it's so much fun to look back like at least, you know, as the months go on, and then at the end of the year to see all the little things that you did that you probably forgot because you didn't document it any other way. So this is definitely a must when it comes to setting up my planner. Now, these back page stickers are a little tricky because they're a full sheet label. So if you aren't good at placing stickers, find a buddy, take a deep breath. Don't stress out about it. I'm gonna show you how to place it. So as you can see, I've turned my planner like this and I have my full sheet of sticker paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to line up the edge of the sticker paper along the spine of my planner. And I'm just gonna put that first, see, it's like a little page on its own right now. And then I'm gonna slowly place it just like that. Boom. So if you take your time, don't rush it, you'll be okay. But the sticker paper is not removable, so if you mess up, you're gonna have to commit to your mess up. Just like that. Okay, so the 2020 memories is laid down. I also have the level 10 life goals, reading list, pen collection, and the United States tracker. So I think I'm gonna do level 10 life and just get the two pages out. I do like to use the blank pages for these big stickers because I might potentially use the dot grid ones. I'm not sure yet. Don't feel like you have to fill up all of the back pages. I would recommend at least leaving a couple because again, you don't know what you're gonna be like in a couple months, 6 months at the end of the year. So always leave a couple, don't fill them all up. So let's grab this level 10 life. Next, I think I'm gonna do the pen collection, and then I'm gonna leave this half blank just in case I want to do another one. I'll have this space. One thing I love to do with these pen collections is do like highlighter swatches. So those mild liners that I showed you earlier, it's nice to just have like a representation of all the different colors because sometimes the color on the cap doesn't necessarily match what the ink color is gonna be. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this and then flip and we'll do the reading list. And just like with the pens, I'm gonna leave the opposite page blank just in case I wanna add another one. I'd rather have all my reading lists together than have it like spaced around my back pages. Okay, and then my last back page for now is going to be this United States adventure map. And then I think it'll be fun once I have this place, I can use the opposite page for like pictures and like, you know, tickets and little souvenirs and whatnot. So that'll be fun. So this is my back pages. So the next thing I like to set up in my Passion Planner is I like to put on tabs. Now, if you're new to Passion Planner, you can see that they have the little grayed out tabs already. Well, back in the day, they used to not have tabs at all. Like, there wasn't grayed out, it just wasn't there. And so people were like, well, I want tabs. So I started making tabs for Passion Planner specifically to fit the dimensions of, you know, their planner. So now that they have the actual grayed out spot, it's so much easier to place the tabs. I have like this little guide, which if you're using an undated planner, this will be really helpful. But I was like, how do I like help people place their tabs? But now they're in there, so that definitely makes things a lot easier. I will say the only weird part is usually you place your tab on the left-hand side because you want to, you know, flip too. But their little gray things are on the right-hand side, so I'm throwing it out there. You can either cover the gray and just have it be kind of weird. It's not that weird once you know it's there. Or place them on the left-hand side where they're supposed to be. I'm not quite sure who decided that, but that's fine, whatever. So the tabs I'm going to be using are these gorgeous rose gold foiled tabs. I'm picking the ones that stick out from the page. I do offer, I actually have my old passion planner right over here. I do have like a flush tab option, so like you can see where this march is. That doesn't stick out from the page. If you travel a lot with your planner, I would definitely recommend getting the flush because they're not going to take as much wear and tear as the tabs that stick out. They are laminated though, so if you're worried about wear and tear just in general, they do stand up. But like anything, you know, a year's worth of love can really wear on them. So I guess I should go over how to place these tabs. So I already went ahead and peeled them off. I'm gonna slightly fold it. There's a little score line so that they fold right in half, so then they're actually a tab and it's obviously sticky. So I'm just gonna like slightly fold it. I'm gonna grab my edge, and what I wanna do is I wanna line up the edge of the page right along the edge of this rose gold white line. And again, the nice part is Passion Planner did all the hard work for us and put the little gray squares down. So once you make sure that, you know, everything's aligned, you do have a little bit of, you know, wiggle room if you want to try to adjust it. Again, patience with tabs. The more patient you are, the better they'll look. So that looks to be aligned very nicely on the edge of the page. The ones that stick out they're gonna show more imperfections if you don't place them perfectly. And since I'm kind of a perfectionist and these will also be used for social media posts, I want them to look as good as possible. Okay, so once you have it placed, just go ahead and fold it over and give it a nice little squeeze. And we have our first, oh, there we go. We folded it over, we smushed it together, and we have our first little tab. Boom. Look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump to February. I think we're gonna have some cat visit us here in a second. Hi, how are you? You're doing good? You don't want to be on camera though? Okay. I understand. Okay, so I took my February, I folded it like a little house. I'm going to line it up with the edge of the paper. Okay, now all of my tabs are placed. Look how pretty that rose gold looks with this cover. Oh, they turned out beautifully. I haven't had the ones that stick out for a couple of years, so I'm really enjoying them right now. I'm like, ooh. Okay, so now that we've gotten at least everything set up, can't avoid it anymore. It's time to actually goal plan. So first things first, fill this section out. I will do it later. It's also a good place to put your word for the year if you have one, with like the definition and how you're going to use that word throughout the year. It's a great little spot for that. Also, I've seen people do vision boards on these and collages, or just take pictures and put pictures throughout the year. This isn't wasted space, so just some ideas to throw out there. Of course, we have the how to use section and the little welcome in our story, how the planner works, and then your passion roadmap. So I know opening this up, especially a brand new planner, and if you're new to passion planning, this page can be really daunting. Don't be intimidated by it, and don't think you have to do what it says. It says start a timer for 5 minutes and fill it out, but sometimes that just makes me freeze. So sometimes what I like to do is I just have a separate piece of paper and I write down what I want to accomplish for the year, and then I transfer it to my passion roadmap. That's just how I work. I also like to make my passion roadmap look pretty because, again, my job is to, you know, sell you on the Passion Planner lifestyle, and if it doesn't look pretty, then people aren't gonna want to join. One thing that I like to do to help break down my goals is I just put this all on a notepad and write down what my goals are for 2020 and what I want to accomplish. And then I like to break down my months or my year into 3-month quarters. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And I kind of fill in what I need to be aware of as the year progresses. So for example, November we have Black Friday. That's a really big deal for me. And it's just something that like always kind of needs to be, you know, on the back of my mind. January, I really know what I want to do because it's January, you know, and then it kind of dwindles and I have some things filled out here and there, but it's one of those things I'm very plan as you go. That's my style. I'm goal as you go. I'm just taking it, you know, day by day and going from there. That's just my style. I'm not going to force myself to be any other way. But that is at least how I want my goals to go. So I will take this and then reflect it on to my passion roadmap and then break everything down. I definitely think that my big game changer goal for 2020 is going to be just becoming more financially aware. I want to try the budget by paycheck method and see how that goes and just be more aware on how I'm spending my money, where my money is going, and what I can do that's good for my money to help for the future. So that's that. I'm not going to fill this out right now because it's going to be a long video if we do that. So we're just going to kind of quickly move forward on to what do you do once you've done this. So fill this out and then you can even go back in and add in your goals into these months. So you can be like, okay, you know, my 3-month goal is to read 5 books. So you can put, you know, at the end of March, like 5 books and maybe put the titles if you already know what you're gonna read. Or you wanna save $500 or whatever that is, write that down on March or write it down in June. I mean, 3 months in a year, a lot can happen in there, and especially 1 year to 3 years. So kind of really breaking down the steps into little chunks is what's gonna help you. So I recommend taking those chunks and putting them back down on your notepad. And then when you're filling out your planner and getting it ready to really dive in and start, you have that already set. So we're gonna move to this is another good place to do all of this. You can transfer this to here and then you don't have a weird awkward notepad. Just another thought, you can highlight the days when things are due. So many options. So let's go ahead and dive into our first monthly spread. So first things first, when you're starting your planner, what you want to do, and at least what I like to do, is I like to pull out some of these sticky note flags. I already told you that these are some of my favorite things, and I love them for planning because I'm a decorative planner. That's just my style. I make passion planner stickers. My planner's gonna be pretty and decorative. So I don't like to write things down in pen and have it be permanent, and then once I get to whatever it is that I'm planning, having to plan around what I wrote down, it just gets in the way. So what I like to do is I like to use these little sticky note flags. Again, they come in a bunch of colors, so you can categorize them. You can have, you know, your budget, your personal, your family in every different colors, and then when you go to that week or that month, you can just peel them off and decorate or write it down in pen because things change. You could have a doctor's appointment in 3 months and then realize that that day doesn't work for you, and then it's already written in pen and it doesn't apply. So I definitely recommend these Post-it note flags. And first things first is I recommend that you take these Post-it note flags, you write down what your work schedule is, if that applies to you, any holidays, appointments, meetings, bills. If you're trying to be more financially aware like I am, this is a great opportunity to write down when your major bills are due, or even like your car insurance. If you only pay your car insurance every 6 months, having that in your planner ahead of time so you can be more financially aware is what's going to help you. I also suggest writing down your vacations and your travel plans, and even potential travel plans. If there's a really good weekend, you know, in the month of July, that's like the prime time to travel, put that in your planner. So when it gets to that time, you can be like, oh yeah, I need to travel this day. Schedule, you know, your social media free weekends, your time away with your loved ones. And then, you know, any meetings or priorities, your goals. You can have all your due dates written down on Post-it notes, and then once it gets to that month or that week, it's there to remind you. I also suggest, if you do want to get into decorative planning, it's a wonderful world. There's definitely some options when it comes to decorative planning. Obviously, I'm Chelsea. I make Passion Planner stickers, and I make them specifically for Passion Planner, and I tend to be more of a functional planner than a decorative planner. But you can still be decorative and functional. It's a thing, I promise. So if you are interested in stickers, I definitely recommend checking out my shop. And then there's a handful of us that do make Passion Planner stickers. If you just type Passion Planner stickers into Etsy, you'll find all of us. There's not a lot of us. Passion Planner is kind of a weird planner to make stickers for, but we are a tight-knit little group. And if you can't find something, someone can help you. Another great option is, of course, Happy Planner. They make these really awesome sticker books. They're definitely more decorative than functional, although they're functional as well. They're not designed specifically for the Passion Planners, so they kind of fit it awkwardly. You know, the decorative ones you can put wherever, but the things that have like the boxes and everything, they're gonna kind of fit. They fit okay in the medium size and the large size. If you're a small size user, they're definitely going to be a little too big. But they're fun and they're a great bang for your buck, and you can go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby and use a coupon and they'll be even cheaper. And then another option is, of course, washi tape. It's another black hole, so proceed with caution if you want to use washi tape. I love using washi tape to block off times. So if I'm going on vacation, I can block off when I'm going on vacation, or even like if you have your work hours, like if you know, your work hours change every week, I use washi tape to block off my work hours. And it's just a fun way to add a pop of color that isn't just like a highlighter or a colorful pen. And you can of course get these on Etsy or go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. So that's it. That's how planning goes. So I definitely recommend sticky notes. And then, ooh, I should throw this out there. If you fall down the black hole of decorating your planner, don't decorate a whole year at a time. I definitely would only do a couple weeks, max a month in advance, because your style is going to evolve and change. If you've never used a Passion Planner before, don't go too crazy, because you might get, you know, into March and be like, this isn't my style anymore. This isn't how I want to plan. My planner is always changing and evolving. Every week's a different week, it feels like. So don't get too carried away in decorating, because you might regret it later. And of course, have fun. Your planner is your planner. It doesn't need to look like anyone else's planner. You know, it's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna say it's gonna take a solid 3 months to really develop your style and how you want to use this. Don't be afraid to try new things. That's how you're gonna learn what works for you and what you like. I don't ever use the hours. I use this as basically a giant to-do list. So look on social media, get inspired, and don't be afraid to try something new. So I hope this helps you guys feel a little bit more confident in breaking into your Passion Planner for 2020. If you have any questions about planning, if you're new to it, I'm always here to help. feel free to leave a comment in the video, and you can also message me on Etsy or through Instagram, whatever. I'm always here to answer your questions. So I hope to see you guys next time. I'm gonna film a video after this on doing just kind of a quick and easy little Mod Podge of using stickers and then mostly pen for if you're new to this wonderful planner, how I would start with a planner spread. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!